Alright, today we're going to be looking at a weapon that I made. I call it a hand trident. It's actually similar to the claws that Wolverine uses in X-Men. It's kind of based on that idea. So what we see here is the hand trident in its sheath, which was custom made for it just out of like a CD case. I left a little, it's a clear case. It's just rubber or plastic. And I left the spot here open so that you can actually see the spike. So you can see kind of like how far down it is. And so we'll take a look at it here, the dimensions of it. It's pretty thin. You can just slide this right down your waistband. Put it in a pocket. It'll just fit in a regular pants pocket, in a cargo shorts pocket. Like I said, you can stuff it in your waistband, in the front, in the back. Doesn't matter. It's very easily concealable. It's very lightweight too. So you can see how thin it is. So I should take it out here. You just grab it like this. You just pull up. And boom. You have 3 spikes. These are actually razor tip broadhead blow dart spikes. I want to say like 62 caliber or something like that. And essentially all I did was just took 3 glue sticks, which is what the handle is, and the darts actually kind of taper nicely and fit right onto the handle. So I had the ends here are actually hollow, so I filled them in with BBs and hot glue to kind of solidify them, and then glued that to the glue sticks, which all of this was then wrapped in electrical tape and then wrapped in sticky sided felt, so it's nice and soft, kind of feels like fabric. And then I took that kind of all the way up or halfway up on the darts. So I mean, it's kind of based on a fantasy weapon, but if you actually think about this being used in a practical situation, it would obviously be absolutely devastating. Um, these are razor sharp, pointed, and you know, blade itself. They've got sharp tips on the end, so if it punctured, it was ripped back out. And if you think about somebody getting hit, this is just a punching weapon. You could slice and scratch, but you'd want to thrust this. And it's going to be 3 puncture wounds every hit. So if you punch somebody 3 times real quick, that's 9 holes in them. And if you go all the way down, it's going to be about, I don't know, a little over 3 inches deep, 4 inches maybe. And what I would do, I would attack the neck if I was using this in a self-defense situation, and just try to punch them in their neck, because if you hit them once, you're going to puncture their throat or their jugular or their carotid, and it's going to cause some major problems. If you were to be punched in the stomach or lower abdomen, it would obviously be devastating too. It's pretty strong, but if you really hit somebody hard and it hit bone, you could expect these to bend or to even break off or come loose. So it would be the type of weapon where you couldn't sit there and fight with it forever. It's probably going to break off in the person, and which would be extremely bad for them. But it's more of a probably just count on it for a one-time use if you had to use it. So obviously really devastating, and of course you got to have 2 of them, to be like Wolverine. But I think using 1 would be a little more practical than to use 2 of them. But you just kind of look at that. I don't think anybody would want this weapon directed at them at all. So pretty scary little set of hand tridents. But I just wanted to share that with you, and I haven't really seen anything like this before. I've seen different variations of the bladed, Wolverine style, but I've never really seen darts used in this way. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Be safe out there.